everyone. If you watched our last episode, Brewarrina to Brisbane, you would have seen that we broke the truck. Glad to say it's back on the road. Please join us this episode as we set off from Brisbane to explore more of this divine country. We get up close to dinosaurs and Craig survives a drone attack. We've just pulled into a little overnight stop, 20-hour maximum stay. We're between Fernvale and Somerset. Cute little running creek. Lovely. At Somerset Dam. This is the spillway. It was completed in 1959 and has a storage capacity for water supply 380,000 megalitres. Kola Park was a great little free camp. It was a 20-hour maximum stay. It had toilets, barbecues, the bird life was amazing, and the little creek was lovely. It was quite cold, so we really did appreciate that firebox. There was so much space, and there was only the two of us for the night. We drove into Mitchell, and the first thing we saw was the caravan park, which seemed to be totally packed. We drove on through down to the Neil Turner Weir. Again, this looked like it was absolutely packed, but it's a huge camping area. Luckily, we're just a small rooftop rig, so finding a little spot beside the river was quite easy. We're on the road again. We went past the Morven Roadhouse and stopped in to have a look at their bathroom facilities. They were amazing, great, clean. I checked in at the Roadhouse and they are totally free. So please support the cafe, buy some fuel, groceries, or just something to eat. They had quite a big selection. We were in need of doing some washing, so we checked into the Cobb & Co Caravan Park in Charleville. Not long before our stay, they had just opened their big red shed. This venue is used for their happy hours that they have each evening, where travellers can sit around and have a chat around a beautiful bonfire. The actual fire pit is made out of plough discs, and the owner had made it himself. And it was a lovely evening and a lovely atmosphere. down the main street of Charleville, I found this gorgeous little shop called Sandalwood and Sage. If you're looking for something special, a gift or just some beautiful clothing, have a look here. I just couldn't pass up one of their beautiful printed gardening shirts. It was very chilly in Charleville, but luckily we had stopped off in Roma and bought some -5 sleeping bags. In the morning, we headed off to the airport. At 9:15 each morning, there's an automated release of a weather balloon. This is a Bureau of Meteorology event. Each morning, this balloon is released and it gathers information about temperature, wind direction and speed, and this is used for weather forecasting. There's no actual tours, but it can be easily seen from the road in the parking area. Just keep your eyes open on the doors when they open because the balloon just heads off from there. Just come down to the information centre down at the railway station at Charleville. There's so much to do in this town. Lots of information to be had. We're heading towards Eromanga, but a lot to see on the way. We're just driving into a street called the Milky Way, which is aptly named, given this is the site of the Cosmos Centre. We're visiting during the day, so we're just going to have a look at the exhibits, but you can book both day and evening planetarium visits. Some great information in the building, and it's a really great set out, lots to see. What's your weight on other planets? Where are we off to?
Pluto. Only weighs 7.5 kilos.
Efficiently, but little did they know the repercussions down the track. Things like semen quality, liver cancer, birth defects, and ongoing through generations. Like I said, they didn't know at the time, and people asked me, they said, oh, if DDT was used here on base, was it used everywhere else? Well, I reckon so. They just wouldn't single out Charleville and say, use it, got to do it.
No, that's all right.
So, and I didn't know a lot about DDT. The only thing I knew about DDT. That's what I was saying. While zigzag formation, they're still used in warfare today. The zigzag slip trench formation. Went underground, but the Americans filled that in.
We've just done the World War II secret base tag-along tour, and it was fabulous, learning about all the different sites. So we're just heading in now into the museum to check out some more information.
Permission granted.
Oh, they went that way. You think that they go... Oh, yeah, I suppose.
We've enjoyed a great dinner at the pub, met the locals.
Your shout.
Great collection of cowbells.
Good morning. This morning we're out at the Kadi railway siding, a little historic building. It's the most photographed building in the region. Last night we stayed at the Foxtrap pub and had a great meal with the locals and a couple of drinks. Kadi means black duck.
the Kadi Town Hall. You see the evidence of the floodwater in the fence line. It doesn't look like it's been used for a while. Just up the road from the town hall, we could see a vintage pump, 1900s, marked on the map. So we got to the end of the drivable track. So we're just having a little walk through the bush now to see if we can locate it. Unfortunately, no water pump. Back to the car.
A quick stop in Quilby to have a bit of brunch and to check the road conditions, then on to Eromanga.
So welcome everyone to the workshop. So for those who watched the video in the beginning, this is the very fossil that Sandy Mackenzie found back in 2004 that started this entire place essentially. He found it, thought it was simply just dribble the acetone onto a patch of the fossil we want to work on, say up here for example, and we'll wet it down with acetone. And the reason we do that instead of using water is because water would turn it to mud and we would have no idea what we're looking at essentially, because acetone pretty much just evaporates away as soon as you put it down. So what we'll do is once that's all wet down and broken, we will get our dentist probe. We simply just begin to scratch away like this.
We've just collected the keys to the Eromanga Living History Centre. You just let yourself in and have a look around, and there's an informative video. So we'll go and take a look. We just need to find the light. Come in and turn the lights off and start your own video.
Welcome to Eromanga, the furthest town from the sea. Now the town mightn't look like much, but the history of this area is very, very rich. My job is to introduce you to a few of the locals, and they'll tell you the story of the area.
A free shower in Eromanga. Thank you. So we've just made it to the highest peak on Baldy Top. It's a beautiful outlook from here. Apart from the flies, they're pretty thick.
watch the sunset. It was lovely. So we're just heading down now to the car park down below because they apparently throw some lights up onto the rock after dark. So we're going to have a look at that. We had a great dinner at the Toombai pub last night. Some amazing desserts and some baked goods that look fabulous. Coffee looked good. Haven't had one yet. It's a lovely outdoor area as well. Had the fire going last night. It's such a beautiful morning this morning. There's even a playground for the kids. Yes. 16 degrees at 8:45. Very nice. So we've come down to have a look at the cemetery. We're a little bit interested when we saw signs for this, but it is in fact a cemetery. Some very early 1900s grave sites. Sadly, 2 very young children. We've just stopped in at the Thargomindah Information Centre. Some very helpful staff in there. They've given us some maps and some ideas on what to see. We've got a pass here, and that lets us into the hydro centre, the old hospital and the jail. We're just in the wash bay at Thargomindah. So Craig's just giving the car a bit of a clean off, get rid of a bit of the excess mud and dust. Apparently the hose had a few leaks in it, so Craig's ended up a bit damp after the car clean off. We're at the hydro plant. We're just going to try our swipe card and have a look inside. Thargomindah was the first town in Australia to produce hydroelectricity for street lighting. The artesian water bore site here was established in September 1893. Beautiful little pond. Close nicely.
Thargomindah was the first town in Australia to produce hydroelectric power for street lighting, and only the third place in the entire world after London and Paris. Let's think about that for a moment. This tiny Queensland outback settlement at the forefront of a technological breakthrough that was to revolutionise the world. Cars, trains, buildings, every form of communication known to us, from TVs and computers, right down to the phone in your pocket, and even the video you're watching now. Nearly every single aspect of modern society relies on the generation of electricity.
No relation to Robin Hood as far as I know. I'm the town blacksmith boilermaker and band master extraordinaire. Pleased to meet you. And this little beauty here is the water wheel you've all been hearing about. The heart of the hydro plant here in Thargomindah.
Some great old photos here. The old matron in 1970, Frances Servass. Some old registration papers. Doctor's room. Some old instruments there, most of which we still use today. It's the mortuary. This is historic Lee's house. Has suffered some major flood damage, so we can't go in, but you can see the level on the outside brick there. It's made of mud brick, so they're concerned that it's an unstable building now. This is Pelican Point, a good spot for apparently fishing and a great spot for picnic or barbecue. Great facilities, there's some great chairs and tables. There's a weir down here. Just had a nice hot shower. Thank you, Thargomindah, for the facility. We're at the Wilson River campground at the Nakundra waterhole. The flies are really thick, but apart from that, it's a lovely setting. Across the road, you've got the Nakundra Hotel, and there's public amenities beside that as well. Good morning. We're heading off a little bit earlier this morning. We've just left our campsite at Nakundra Waterhole near the Nakundra Hotel. It was a great little stop near a little waterhole. Lots of flies though. Very quiet at night. So we're just heading off today to Cameron Corner. So we're just about to hit the dirt section. Craig's just airing down. But we should be there by lunchtime, so we'll see how we go. make cupcakes in the travel oven? Yes, we can.
Cameron Corner.
We made it to Cameron Corner. Bit windy today, but I think tomorrow is going to be even windier. Just watched all the sand come across. We're just going to go and check out the tri-state market.
Please join us in our next video as we cross into New South Wales and visit some of the sites along the journey of explorer Charles Sturt. He set out from Adelaide to the outback in 1844 in search of an inland sea. Please like and subscribe and drop us a comment. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!